when people do their main image, they don't really understand the avatar, right?
So we see about a 50% rejection on cases, and we get about a 90% success rate.
What you should do is do half and half, middle and middle.
So we're using augmented reality when it comes to launching products on Amazon.
You know, the heart of your business is your product and your brand.
Hola from Madrid. Welcome to the Helium 10 Elite Avast Plus workshop right here in Madrid, Spain. As Amazon Seller Society, we're attending to meet some partners and sellers on Amazon, but let's talk to some of our favorite Amazon service providers and experts in the space, and let's ask them some good questions. Let's get started. Vincenzo, introduce yourself and tell us how you got your job.
That's a good one. So my name is Vincenzo Toscano. I'm the founder and CEO of Ecomsi, and we are your growth partner when it comes to scaling your brand on Amazon and Walmart internationally. So we do everything in-house: PPC, branding, listing optimization, everything that you need to be successful in these marketplaces. We are your guys. So.
Hi, Crystal. Nice to see you. I'm Jim Mann. I'm VP for Europe for Getida. I actually joined Getida. I'm an ex-customer of Getida. I used Getida for many years. So after working at Thrasio, I was looking for a new role. I spoke to the founders because they know everyone in the world in e-commerce. And I said, oh, who should I work for? And they gave me some ideas. And then they came back and said, actually, come and work for us. And I was like, I know the product. I know you guys. And I was in within a week.
Wow, that's incredible.
My name is Bradley, and I have been at Helium 10 for about 6 years. And I started as like just operations manager, but then they saw that I'm good in videos and doing podcasts. And so that's how I kind of grew my role into director of training and chief evangelist now.
What is the number one mistake that you find most Amazon sellers, certainly our viewers who are just starting out on Amazon or have recently started, what is the number one mistake that you find people make?
I would say one of the number one mistakes is that when people do their main image, they don't really understand the avatar, right? I see this mistake all the time. They just do a main image based on the understanding of what they think the actual niche is about, instead of actually doing a research on the actual avatar of the niche itself. So, quick example, you can use something like Pixel. Like really understand what the actual avatar on your consumer actually is looking to get out of an image in terms of elements, what they're really looking in terms of a pain point, and make sure you split test your main image at least every 3 to 6 months using the experiment tool within Amazon, because if you don't, I can tell you, like, having the wrong main image is going to definitely break your business, especially your PPC. It's not going to convert, and you're going to waste a ton of money.
Well, like the thing with Amazon, you have to be a specialist in so many things right now. Okay, so if you're trying to spin all of these plates, you can do reimbursements yourself. And I encourage people to do it because they then understand the process. But what we see is that Amazon will refuse to give a reimbursement quite often. They say no. Sometimes because the paperwork's not right or the documentation isn't as requested, and then a busy seller goes, oh, Amazon said no. So we see about a 50% rejection on cases, and we get about a 90% success rate.
Wow.
So it's not a failure. It's totally understandable. If you're not an expert and a professional in one specific boring thing called reimbursements, you're not going to do it as well as a specialist partner, and that's what we do.
I think sometimes people focus too much on one thing or the other, and that's either they focus too much on the customer and they don't think about the algorithm and the keywords, or they focus too much on keywords and Helium 10 and they don't think about the customer. So when you think about the customer too much, it's like, oh, I'm just going to have really nice images and whatever, and people will find my product, and they don't have the right keywords because they don't do research. The flip side, somebody could be like, oh, I love Helium 10 so much, and oh my God, I have all these numbers. I need to get my listing analyzer score here, and I have to be relevant for this keyword, and they're only thinking about Amazon algorithm, and then they have a really ugly listing. It's keyword stuffed, it's not meant to convert, and then they fail. So people go to the extremes. What you should do is do half and half, middle and middle.
So you're full of knowledge and information, and you've worked and you work with thousands of Amazon sellers. What is, if you had to pick one, what would be your number one tip for Amazon sellers in 2024?
Yeah, something we've been using to rank products on Amazon. I actually announced this hack in Billion Summit, won third place. So it's a very good hack. I'm going to release here for you exclusive. So we're using augmented reality when it comes to launching products on Amazon. So if you actually go on your phone right now, especially in the States, and you basically scrolling on your category, you're going to find that only a few listings have a pop-up appearing on the listing says, you can now shop this product with augmented reality. So what we're doing is basically add 3D augmented reality to listings, have this pop-up, Then we target those the main keywords on that niche with exact match campaigns. And while having that pop-up and having our conversion spike and making sure that spike is actually on top of what brand analytics tells you you need to be in terms of conversion, you're gonna get ranking very fast. So we're using that for our launches and combining augmented reality and spiking conversions being a successful strategy for us 2024.
I think brands, everything, product is differentiation. Everyone focuses on SEO and listings and images and PPC, but at the end of the day, the heart of your business is your product and your brand. So whether you're starting or whether, like many sellers now, they're starting to reorganize their portfolio for profitability, it's all driven by maintaining price. Is different, but is driven by differentiation. And differentiation is by either brand, IP, or some kind of specific thing you have on that product. So obsess about the product, because if you haven't got that bit right, nothing else happens.
The number one tool is easy. It's Cerebro. It's like we take it for granted. Anybody who's been selling on Amazon, because there's other tools like Cerebro that it's a reverse ASIN tool, but in any industry, it's impossible. Like you could just imagine, hey, if I sell physical products in a store, let me go to a store, look at the aisle, let me look at a product, and within seconds, I know exactly what was the customer of my competitor product thinking before they bought that. That's crazy talk. You can't do that. But that's literally what you can do on Amazon. You just take any of your competitor products, put it in there, and now you know what the customer of that product was thinking about, because that is what they typed in to find that product. Where are they showing up in the search results? And so, maybe some competitors or some sellers on Amazon, they've been selling for 2-3 years, and now they have a really great listing because after their PPC, now they know what's the good keywords, what's the bad keywords. You can start a product day one and just take advantage of everything that they already did, and that's using Cerebro. Yeah.
And that's it for this workshop from Madrid. If you want more information about Getida, Helium 10, Ecomzy, you can find all of the information in the description box of this video. I'll see you later. Bye.